Hello people of Earth, this is Dan Lockhart of the Ride of the Valkyrie Dan Lockhart YouTube channel, and this is Season 3, Episode 15, Colorado Prison Towns. This area that I'm riding in here is on U.S. Highway 50. That's an interstate highway, and I've ridden this highway many times, and on this particular ride I am actually headed down to Colorado Springs, but in order to get there I'm going to be riding through two towns known as Canyon City and Florence, Colorado. And those, among other things, they're prison towns. They have a lot of other things that happen in those towns, but they're also known for that. This is actually a very fun ride because you get to go through Browns Canyon and Bighorn Sheep Canyon. They're both beautiful. They run along the Arkansas River. This is the Colorado Territorial Correctional Facility. Say that 5 times fast. When I was a kid, they used to bring the murderers out of this prison, and they would bring them to my high school, 7th, 8th, and 9th grades, and they'd have these prisoners talk to the audience and tell them how bad prison life was. Things like they look forward to coming out to the high schools, or the junior high schools, because it was the only time they'd ever see the outside of that prison. This prison was established in 1871. I can't remember the first time I rode or drove by it, but I was probably in my 20s, and I remember seeing the big guard towers on both ends of the prison, the razor wire, and I always thought it was kind of a scary, creepy looking kind of a place. Actually, Canyon City is a pretty nice town. It's the home to the Royal Gorge Railway. You can hop on a train, and I'm going to show you the train station here in a second. But you can hop on a train that has a Vista Dome in it, and it goes through the bottom of the Royal Gorge, where the Royal Gorge Bridge is located. And the Royal Gorge Bridge, for a long time, it was thought to have been the highest suspension bridge in the world. And it's a really beautiful place, really fun to visit. They've kind of turned it into an amusement park now, where you can ride a cable car across the canyon. You can have like a flying trapeze kind of thing that shoots you across the canyon. And actually, on my personal YouTube channel, I did a video about the Royal Gorge, and if you want to check that out, you can see that video over there. But this is the train station here for the Royal Gorge Railway, and I have not done this. I would like to do it. I think I might rather do it in the cooler weather, colder weather, when the schools are in business, and you know, when the crowds aren't so big. There was an awful lot of people there that day. Welcome to Florence, Colorado. Florence is just a little bit east of Canyon City on Highway 50, or off of Highway 50 actually, a few miles from that particular highway. And Florence is a really nice town. You know, my wife and I went out to Harper, Kansas to visit some friends of ours that farm there back in April. And Florence actually reminded me a lot of all these small towns that we saw. We took Highway 50 almost all the way, well, as far as you can east to get to Harper. And, you know, we went through so many towns that looked like this, little farming communities. And, you know, the kind of community where people know almost everybody else in the community. And it looks like a really great place to live, actually. It's nice and quiet. But it's one of its claims to fame, if you will, is the prison in Florence, Colorado. It's known as Super Max, ADX Super Max. Well, the opinions in this video are strictly my own, and there's a very wide and varying opinion of the prisons in the United States and how many people we have in prisons in the United States. And it's a prison industry, you know, people actually do make money from the prisons in the U.S. And I think that's probably what happened here in Florence. There's a lot of people that work at the prison, so, you know, it kind of sustains the local economy. And while you can have your own opinion about prisons, my opinion is that it's necessary. There's some really bad people walking around, and a lot of these people deserve and need to be in prison. Well, I looked around Florence for a while, drove around the town and the highways in and out of the town, and I was trying to see if I could find the prison, to see if I could ride by it like I did in Canyon City, and see if I could feel the evil coming out of Super Max, because there were some really, really bad dudes there. And anyway, I gave up after a while. This is probably a good thing. I didn't want to put my GPS and say, hey, where's the Super Max, you know. This is an aerial view of the Super Max prison, and I just wanted to read to you some of the names of the infamous in this prison and what they're in there for. Abu Hasbi al-Masri was an Al-Qaeda kidnapper and trainer. Tyler Bingham, Aryan Brotherhood leader. Francisco Javier Arellano Felix, Mexican drug cartel. Robert Philip Hanssen, this guy's a super scum in my opinion, Espionage. Joaquin El Chapo Guzman Loera, Mexican drug cartel. Larry Hoover, conspiracy and extortion, he's a gangland leader. Theodore Kaczynski, also known as the Unabomber. James Marcello, Mafia boss. Richard McNair, murder and escape. Zacarias Moussaoui, he was one of the 9/11 planners. Terry Nichols, partner in crime in the Oklahoma City bomber. Richard Reed, the shoe bomber. Eric Rudolph, the Olympic Park bomber. Mado Mahad Salim, the U.S. Embassy bombing top advisor. Dr. Michael Swango, a murderer, killed his patients. Simone Trinidad, FARC guerrilla leader. Dozar A. Zarnoff, Boston Marathon bomber. Dwight York, racketeering and child molestation. Ramzi Ahmed Youssef, he was the 1993 World Trade Center bomber. All these people deserve to be exactly where they're at. So this episode had a bit of a dark side to it, but I wanted to make you all aware that this exists in this state.